Good morning. Ooh, I've zoomed right in there. All right. I'm Venus from Heart's Desire by Venus, and as you can see from my desk here, I'm in a little bit of mad scientist mode this morning. I am creating these large specimen cards, I guess, for a book that I am working on right now. And I'll give you a quick peek here, my cover. Little peek on the inside here, just a sneak peek. So these are going inside, and what I've done is I've got these specimen cards, and I've stitched around them, I've embossed them, layered them up with plate numbers. I've got a fabric tab on the top there with a garment pin, and it's just got a little, let's see if I can get it in shot there, a little tag there. It says winged, and a butterfly wing all pinned on there, and I did those two. I'm just going to zoom right out. Yeah, see, now you can see my desk is a terrible mess today, but that's okay. You can craft along with me today if you want. I'm going to show you how I created these. So I am working on, it's a fairy butterfly book. And it's a paper pack from ShabbyArtBoutique. That's it. And I'm not sure if it's still available, but if it is, I'll put the link below. I have to check. I just love it. But in there, she's got these very large, journaling cards, specimen cards, or whatever you want. I'm turning them into specimen cards. So what I did is I printed it out on a thicker cardstock, and then I backed it with one of her background papers that's on there. And I'm just going to trim it out. And I'm not going to waste these. That's why my desk is so messy. I've got those offcuts because on the back side, it's still got some print on there. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with them, but I thought I'm going to keep those. So I'm just going to cut this down. So that you get that. Now you could use whatever you want on here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and emboss a little bit to give me some texture on here with my embossing plates, and then I will be right back. All right, so I have embossed. There you go, you can see. I've done a little bit on the top and a little bit on the bottom, just to add a little texture on here. And I'm just going to rub my distressing oxide on it, as well as all the edges here, just to give it a little bit of a pop. I'm going to ink the edges all the way around, front and back, because you'll be able to see the back on here, so I don't want to forget to do the back. And again, the back. And as you can see, it just adds a little bit to the back as well. I think I need a new little pad thing here. Starting to lose little bits. Okay, just move that out of the way. All right, so then I'm going to add a fabric tab to the top here. Let's see. Got a piece of lace and a piece of fabric. And I'm just using a piece of scrap linen that was left over from when I covered a book from a previous video. And I'm just going to cut a piece of this lace off. I'm not making it perfectly square or measuring or anything. I'm just going to lay it on top and just kind of trim it so it's close to it, but not quite. Oh, no, that's the one I want, not that piece. All right, so now what I'm going to do is pick a side. I think I'm going to put it on here, but I want the other way around so you can see all the lace. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and stitch this on with a zigzag. Then I'm going to do a double stitching all the way around the edge of this card just to give it a little flair, and we'll be right back. All right, so you can see here I've stitched all the way around, stitched my tab on there, and now I'm going to put a button on, I think. And I've got my needle, but I don't see any buttons. Get my milk jar of buttons. I have off camera, I have them all lined up on my window ledge there, all different colors. Find a button. That one. Don't want a clear one because they're harder to see. Ooh, I like that one though. All right. Put those all back in. Just put that there. So I'm just going to stitch on a button. You could glue it on or whatever, but I'm actually going to just stitch it on. This is very awkward to do while you're on camera. Try to keep my head out of the screen. Come on. There we go. This is really a simple project today, but I just like the looks of them. So I'm just going to tie it off and trim it. And I just leave a little tail. I think it adds a little bit of an edge there. All right, so then I've got that stitched on. And then I had, what did I have? I had these wings. Where did I put one? Oh. Can't find it, can't find it. The kit comes with a bunch of these little wings in the ephemera. Here's the one I wanted. So yeah, there's a bunch of butterfly wings in that kit. So I'm just going to cut one of these out. And I'm going to distress it. So I'm not cutting right on it. I'm just giving it a little. If you had your Cricut or your cut and scan, you could certainly do this yourself with that and make it precise, but I don't feel like getting it out for just this. So there. I'm going to distress this up a little bit around and a little bit on the back side here. Since it might flip over and you're going to see it a little bit, I'm just going to knock the white off of the back. And I've got, oh, not in there. No, I don't want that. I'm just going to put a little eyelet in. So I'm going to see all these little cups I got. Oh, there we go. Got a pink eyelet. So I'm going to use my, there it is, right in front of me. My Memory Keepers punch here. Okay, I'm just going to put an eyelet in the corner of this wing so that when I hang it, it'll go a little bit better on the pin. And then I've got just this little word. I don't think these words actually didn't come from this kit. This, I think, is from Kelly's Crafts by Kelly. I think it's her mushroom kit. It had a bunch of cool words in there. This one just says majestic, which I think is good. So I'm going to just punch a hole in this. I am not putting an eyelet on this because that's going to take up, as you can see, it would take up too much space on there. So I'm not going to do that. But I am going to go get a pin for this. Got a box of my garment pins here. use one of those. And I'll just layer it word first. Butterfly wing second. I'm just going to hook it on here on the top of my fabric tab. Okay, so now for the bottom part here, I've got a couple of number plates. They did come in with the kit, but I guess a lot of other kits have them. You know, you probably have some just kicking around in your stash. So I'm just going to cut a piece of coffee dyed cheesecloth here. Just going to do a rough cut. And I'm just going to shred it up here. One of my favorite things to do, just take it apart a bit. In the summer, I get a big piece of this stuff and I go and drape coffee dye and then drape it out on my lawn there. It drives my husband crazy, but that's all right. So perfect. So I'm just going to take some two-sided tape here. If I can find the end. And I'm just gonna stick it down on the cheesecloth, roughly where I want it. Okay, and then I've got a piece of coffee dyed paper here that I'm just going to mat underneath, but I want to keep all the little dye parts there. So again, I'm going to put another layer of two-sided tape. This is just to hold it in place. But I'm also going to put a little bead of glue on there. Okay. And I'm going to mat that so that you can still see all the coffee dyed goodness. And again, now this is the bottom piece. I'm going to put 2 pieces of tape, but I'm also going to put a bead of glue in there. I just like to do that. Make sure it's staying on. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And if you are on my channel, you will know, or if you don't know, I'll let you know here. I do have a section where you can follow journal tips and tricks like this and just make your own creations, or just watch and get maybe some inspiration. Sometimes I just like to watch the videos and just, you know, it gives me an idea. I might not be making that exact thing, but it sparks an idea for sure. So I'm just going to distress this up and wrinkle it up here a bit so it's not so flat looking. And there you go. Not very complicated, but I think super cute. And let's see here, where am I going to put them in the book? It's a big chunky book already. That's where I was thinking. Got a spot right here. Let's see, did I measure it right? Ha ha ha. There, just flips in there. And I think I'm going to put another one in here. And I got one more. Where shall we put it? Where shall we put it? That one's already got something. As you can see, I'm still hashing out. Ah, here we go. Will that fit? Perfect. Still putting stuff in this book, but oh, no, that won't work. Anyways, I'll figure that part out later. I'll get it in there. But thank you for joining me, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Have a great day.